Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to do an unboxing on the CYMA C.343 AEP Drum Mag. Yes, you heard that right. Hey guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. That helps me get seen by the YouTube algorithm, or helps the channel grow, blah, 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 blah. Link down below for all my socials. Join button down below for channel memberships. 99 pence a month, optional, awesome. Thank you. Moving on, boring. So, we've probably just seen my AEP unboxing of this CYMA CM.343 Sky Blue AEP, and you probably saw that in that video I spangled about this little beauty, this drum mag. Now, yes, I totally expect that people are probably going to rage, going, "What the hell are you doing, Pheas? Like delete your channel." And I totally understand where you're coming from. Okay, I get it. All right, it makes people mad, putting drum mags on everything, and I totally understand that. But for just humour me, for a little bit of fun, a little bit of silliness, okay? So let's just say you find yourself in a position where lots of these little 30 round mags are not just going to cut it. You can get yourself one of these bad boys, okay? And in this box, so we've got the drum mag itself. We've got quite a chunky hex key that allows us to undo this, which I believe releases the back panel so we can get into it. I would open it. Do you know what? Oh, God. The things you make me do, you lot. I was gonna say I would open it, but it's full of BBs, but for prosperity reasons, that should, and it does, there is the inside. It's as easy as that to disassemble. So we've got sort of, I've seen it listed as around 300 rounds fitting in there. So, you know, about an M4 sort of high caps worth. We've got our little LiPo battery, so that is a 450 milliamp LiPo in there. Controller board, tiny little motor that's doing all the winding, and the mechanisms there. So they're dropping down and they're being wound up through a hopper there. For some reason, my mind seems to suggest to me 430 rounds might fit in these. Oh, there's a BB in the way. Oh crap! There's lots of BBs in the way. Well, let me just get rid of those. Oh, that's a pain. Look, see what you make me did now. Right, I'm gonna get the BBs out of the way. Put them in the box. They need to be in the bin anyway. So in the bottom, it does look, you know, like a high cap. You've got the winding mechanisms and things. Now we can screw this back together. So in terms of, there's our screw thread connecting through to there. So if you think you can see ways to work on that and do things with it, awesome. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about what you've got in mind. So we're just going to drop that back through. Now, sort of full disclosure, this has been to game days with me. It actually been used in a game day, not by me, by a friend of mine that sort of only had one or two of those mags, and I'm like, oh, I just so happen to have your accessory, and it fed lovely. So to fill it up, then normally we're just going to pull on this little hatch, just like a high cap, and we're just pouring in there, and it just gathers in that little reservoir right there. We close that hatch up, and then we just use the button on the front, and you can see the BB is popping. There's not enough to keep it obviously under compression. And you just keep it winding up. It will click like a high cap when it's fully wound, and like with a high cap, you know, shoot some rounds off, wind your mag back up to keep it feeding. It goes in. It's obviously a little bit weightier than those, because particularly when the ammo's in it. It doesn't feel out of place because the weight is sort of below your wrist. It doesn't feel horrific. Now, you will be sitting there at home going, "It looks horrific, Pheas. What are you doing?" Okay, I totally understand. I totally get it. It's a bit of fun and silliness. But what I'm telling you is, you know, if you want a bit of fun and silliness, this right here with an AEP is a bit of fun and silliness. Now, what I will say is, this particular one is compatible with, if you look, that type, the Glock AEP mag type. So if you're sort of quite triangular going up, then this is if your AEP has that style of mag, then you're fine. If it has, I've seen another type where it goes in part way and then it goes like straight up. This will not work. This is only for anything that are sort of like the TM Glock 18C or the CYMA 030 sort of series, the 135 I'll do a little bit of digging and I'll try and pin a comment down below that sort of lists the models from CYMA that this will run with, because they run on that sort of type of mag. It may not necessarily, it might say the same model as yours down below, so it might say 135, but that will include the 135S, which is like the MOSFET version, things like that. So it is plastic made, and just be careful with it, because I don't get strong vibes of it being really strong. You know, it does look like it's the main body of the 80 round extended mags, and then they've effectively grafted on a drum part at the bottom, put a little motor in it and everything, but it fits and it feeds lovely. It was running 0.25 gram BBs and it was absolutely brilliant. If you saw the rate of fire check on this, that rate of fire check on that was done with this mag, and at first it wasn't feeding because I'd not fully wound it, and as soon as you can hear it in the video, wind it and then it clicks to indicate it's full, there was no issues. Charging them, now I would ideally have liked there to be like a little rubberized cover over that socket. I think that, particularly the nature of airsoft and changeable weather, you know, particularly in England, would have been nice to just have a little rubberized cover over that. But just to charge it, you literally just click it in, any USB-C charger will do, and you plug that in, and there is a little tiny indicator light. If you look into the socket, you can see that there is an indicator light that goes red, and mine went off, indicating it was fully charged, and that was it. I was good to go. The young lad that used this burnt through quite a lot of ammo through it, and the battery was still going, so I would expect it will last you a good few hundred, you know, hundreds and hundreds of rounds beyond the initial capacity of feeding and winding. So I did notice that there was almost nothing online about this, which is partially why I have done this video, because I thought people would probably want to see that, you know, fit in. How is it going to look? It looks like that. You know, if that's your bag, awesome. If it's not, let me know, but, you know, be gentle. All right, I'm just trying to do a service for people. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that. I'm not going to leave the usual photos of this because it will have been in the video for that, just to show the silliness. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. If there is any other little bit of silliness that you think I should get, let me know down below. So see you later, guys. Bye.